welcome to PE with Mr. Bloom. We are going to go through our exercises again today. 4 exercises, 3 rounds each. We're looking at 30 seconds, some new ones now to add in, and then we're going to work on dribbling. Again, some new things to add to what you're working on, and then how to attack, a couple moves to attack and clear space that we can work on in a tight area like we have here in a garage. And I have a few cones. You can pretty much use anything to help kind of guide where you're going to go. And so that could be canned food items or small boxes that you can go around. I have a couple basketballs, so we're going to do some 2-ball dribbling, some very basic 2-ball dribbling, and do some things with the extra ball that will help make our basic pound dribbling in and out with one hand a little bit more difficult. And like I said, remember, go at your pace. If you're not making mistakes, then we need to go a little bit faster. It's okay to mess up, to get uncomfortable, because that's what a game is like, is to be uncomfortable. So that's how we're going to learn. Exercise-wise, we're going to start out to warm up with jumping jacks. You can do 30 seconds of these or do 30 jumping jacks per round if you would like. So we'll start with jumping jacks together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. The next exercise we're going to do is our mountain climbers. Mountain climbers can be done on the ground or standing up. Today we're going to do standing up. You're going to do high knees, and with your arms you're going to be reaching up, back and forth like you're climbing up a mountain. 1 repetition is up with your right, up with your left, and that will be 1. Like I said, you can do it for 30 seconds. You can do this 30 times each, up to you as you go through this. So this is what it'll look like. You'll start up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can speed it up as you go if you would like to make it a little bit more difficult. Just like that. Third exercise, squat with a high jump. Watch out for things that you might be jumping up into. In the garage, we have our garage door opener. So we need to make sure that we watch out for those things. Yesterday we talked about squat, nice shoulder width apart, okay, making sure we go down, that we don't snap. But this one we're going to jump anyway. We're going to use our arms to help us explode up. If you want to do this for 30 seconds, that's great. We'll just do 10 repetition of these. So we'll start down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In our last exercise that you're going to do through your rounds will be a long jump, starting in your squat position where you're going to jump forward and try to land as far as you can. Walk back, squat, forward as far as you can, and walk back. Okay? Want to make sure to try to land as soft as you can, especially with hard surfaces. Not always easy to do, but that's what we would like to try to do when we're doing this, is land soft and not hurt our knees. So, those are your 4 exercises. Remember to do those 3 rounds, 30 seconds each, or you can put those into just repetition that you'd like to do. Recommendations: jumping jacks, mountain climbers 30 times, jumps 10 times each. Now, dribbling. We're going to start with our one-handed pound. But today, we're going to pick up a small ball in the opposite hand. So, while we're doing this, remember, we want to keep head up to make it a little bit more difficult. If this is your first time starting, it's okay to look down, get a feel. Once you get a feel, eyes up. The offhand is just going to toss the ball. You can do it nice and short, low tosses, or you can try a little higher, which is what is a little more difficult, and staying steady with your pound. Remember, do these repetition-wise, 30 times in one hand, 30 in the other. We'll do them for 3 rounds, or you can do them for 30 seconds each for 3 rounds. It's up to you. So let's go through the different drills that we're going to do for dribbling. So right-handed pound with low tosses. Okay, then we'll do in and out dribbles. So that's just hand on top, back and forth, doing the same thing to make it a little bit more difficult. And it'll take some time to get used to. It's not something that I'm doing all the time, but it's going to add an extra element to trying to coordinate your mind and your hands working to become a little bit more natural with it. The third dribbling with the toss will be push-pull if you can do this. Great. And again, if this is difficult or really struggling with it, try it. But you can go back to just doing this out to the side with one hand. And we'll switch to the left hand. Like I said, this is added to make it a little bit more difficult. You can do any small type of ball or object around the house. When you go to the left side, regular pound, dribble with the toss. Okay, a little bit difficult. And so try to do that for 30 seconds. The toss doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to slow down that dribble a little bit, a while until we get used to it. So making sure we keep dribble outside of our foot. And then we'll go in and out, back and forth with the toss. And usually we're real quick like this. If we're just getting comfortable tossing a little bit and doing it, we might have to slow that dribble down, which is fine. We're working on multiple things here at once. Next is push-pull. Trying to keep hand on top with the toss. Okay, so we're going to try those. 3 things to make it a little bit more difficult. And if that is not what you're ready for, you be the judge. Right in back to our normal push-pull. Low dribbles. Remember, we work ankles, knees, and waist high. If you'd like to do that, then put those in there. And so those are the things we're going to do with the small ball added. The next thing that you could do is add this variation. We don't have to toss. Okay, so this is kind of our medium difficulty. Easier is one ball, nothing in our other hand. The medium would be here with a bigger ball that we're not going to toss. We're just going to hold up here in front of us. And do our knee-high pound, just holding it, waist high, and ankle high. Holding this out in front. Same thing, go right into the next one. After 30 seconds, hold it up, in and out, back and forth for 30 seconds, and then push, pull, hold the ball up, just like that. And we'll go to the left hand with the dribble. Same thing, knee high, ankle high, waist high, keeping this the same. And then time yourself and do those 30 repetition each or 30 seconds. It's up to you. Probably seems easier just to do the repetitions so you can count them out as you do them. So remember, we have one ball, nothing in the other hand. Is our easiest that we're going to be able to do. Add a little bit of a bigger type ball to hold, That's kind of medium difficulty, and difficult is the smaller one with a toss. Okay? Now, some 2-ball dribble that we're going to add. Like I said, we'll keep this pretty simple today. We're just going to take 2 balls at the same time, and we'll start with the same dribble waist high. 30 seconds or 30 repetitions. Knee high. Remember, you can look down if you like. Get comfortable. Eyes up. Ankle high. Now, from those same things, those 3 different heights, we can alternate. So, doing them same height, but alternating. We go waist high. 30 repetition. Knee high. Ankle high. This could be difficult to keep them going at opposite times. So, with 2-ball, same time, same height, and then alternate and same heights. We got our 3 heights: waist, knees, ankles. To do with 2-ball. You can also, if you would like to do these, just to start, we'll do 2-ball in and out at the same time. Any height that you're comfortable with. And then push, pull at the same time. Push it out, pull it back. And those are what we'll do for dribbling today. Now, we'll work on some quick attacking with jabs. So I have 2 cones set up. A third one is back here. We'll start behind basically triple threat. Okay, ready to look like we're going to shoot. And if I'm right-handed, okay, my pivot foot is going to be starting on my left. So the first thing I'll do is practice jabbing with the right. I really don't need to push this out too far and get away from me. I just need a quick jab with the hand to make the defender think that I'm going to go. So first thing we're going to practice, quick jab. We're going to bring it back. Then we're going to step and dribble. Okay? So the first thing we do, jab, quick step, push the dribble out past the right cone. So we're here, quick jab, step back, push it through, just to work on exploding on the first dribble in our limited space. Now, we'll work on, if we have our pivot foot is on our right leg, jabbing left. Okay, quick shove, not sticking out here because we don't want to commit all of our weight forward. Quick, the defender moves, shove this way really quickly again, and then step through on the dribble. Okay, right foot pivot. So we're going to go quick to the shove, back, push it out. Stay close to the cone to cut off the defender. So quick shove, back, step through, close that space off. We don't have a goal to shoot on, obviously, but some of the things that we see working with students or athletes is just that footwork is key to setting up everything else that they're doing. So in order to slow that down and work on it, and that's something quick that we can do is just work on the quick jab. Don't commit all your weight forward. You're off balance. Balance, nice, steady, sturdy position. Quick rock back, and then stepping through, closing off the defender. Last what we're going to do is we're going to attack that cone. So all we're going to do is we're going to be right here, triple threat, step and dribble. Here to the cone, bring it back. We're going to open and then push it back to that cone. So push through, pivots our left leg, push through, come, reverse, open, push it through. Okay, so in real time, all we're going to do is push through, back, open, and push it out. I'm going to practice this one with my left foot pivot too. All I'm going to do is step through, open, pushing it to the left. So from here, push out, open, and then step back through. Wanting the defender to feel like we're going the opposite direction, and then going back to the place we came from. So one more time. We're right here, triple threat. Step through, push back, open, and then go. Okay? Those are just some quick things to work on creating some space, protecting ball when a defender's up on you. Little things that you can do at your house. I do 10 repetitions of each, starting with our jab. The jab fake, half back and go. Left side, little fake, back and go. And then work on our retreat. Just push it out, get to the cone, retreat, open like we're going the opposite direction, come right back to the cone. Both sides. Step through, reverse out, open up. Okay, that step will make it feel like we're going that way, coming right back. Okay, great time to get control of our bodies while we're at home. If you have time to do this or some space to do it, you can do it outside or in a garage or inside if you have room. I'm just not sure how much the parents will like that. So it's up to you. Thank you for joining me for another day of PE. Hope you've learned something, and I will see you again. Bye.